Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match reaction. Everton 2, Rotherham United 1 in the FA Cup. Third round tie at Goodison today. What an awful game of football. That is all I can say. Everton were really poor. All the credit for me today goes to Rotherham for putting us on the back foot for the majority of the game, it has to be said. The manager made some changes for this. He'd announced yesterday, hadn't he, at his press conference, he was going to make changes. Robin Olsen started. Yeah, the back four of Seamus Coleman, Michael Keane back after injury, Ben Godfrey playing centre back, Luca Dean back, which is something we all wanted to see after being out for a couple of months with an ankle injury. Then in midfield he went with a 4 across the midfield, and then James Rodriguez playing in a number 10 role. He had Alex Iwobi on the right, Andre Gomez, Tom Davies in the middle, and Anthony Gordon off the left hand side with Cenk Tosun up front. And I thought Everton started the game really well. To be honest, we were on the front foot straight away. Anthony Gordon had a run almost immediately, the opening 90 seconds or so, and really put them on the back foot. And if he'd have got a shot away a fraction earlier, he might have scored. He had a shot, got blocked, and then had another one, which was blocked as well, or trickled its way through. But we got in front, and it was a good goal as well. Gordon again, ball into a nice little turn, great way to pass. And a nice finish from Cenk Tosun, clipping it beyond the oncoming keeper to give us the lead. And we were in total command. They couldn't get near us in that period of time. Andre Gomez had a shot as well, which was blocked. And it looked as though we were going to take the game away from them. But we've done what lots of Everton teams have done over the years and just kind of took our foot off the gas and allowed them a foothold in the game. And it was a foothold that they took full advantage of. After that, they got themselves right back in the game. All of a sudden, our passes were going astray. There was nothing quick about what we were doing. And we found it really difficult to carve out any real openings in the first half. And we had to rely on Robin Olsen to produce a couple of really good saves in that first half to keep us ahead going into the break. So, like I said, full credit to Rotherham in that first half. Came over the second half, and you hope that Everton would kick on a gear and step it up. But we didn't really. They again, there was some nice little passages of play, a good little link up between Coleman and Iwobi, dragged the shot wide, but we just couldn't carve anything out. Everything, like I said, was slow and back. And the minute someone puts us under pressure, our first thought is to turn and go back to the goalkeeper. And it's like that all over the pitch. There's no inventiveness there. James couldn't get into the game, really. He looked frustrated with himself, and the manager then had to make changes that he probably didn't want to make. He took off Alex Iwobi and Anthony Gordon and brought on Bernard. Came on. I was hoping he could get into the game a bit. He brought Abdoulaye Doucoure on, who I thought did quite well over the course of the game. And then we saw Gylfi Sigurdsson, Yerry Mina coming on, and then Niels and Kunku in the, as the game moved on. But it was just a frustrating game. They done really well. Like I said, they stuck to what their game plan was, made it difficult for us, and got an equaliser. Ola Sunday, who was there, I thought was there, probably their best player, equalising. Sloppy by Everton again. Tom Davies has got to do better. Heads the ball back towards our own goal, makes the run with Ola Sunday, and then doesn't throw himself at it, and the lad gets a shot, wrong foot Olsen, and it goes in off the far post. And to be honest, it was probably no more than Rotherham deserved at that stage, and then it becomes that nervy territory then, doesn't it, of 1-1 and anything can happen. But Everton thought they'd won it late on. Cenk Tosun poking in from a James Rodriguez free kick. VAR have called it offside. I've got a real issue with VAR in the FA Cup because, first of all, I'm not sure whether that was offside. It looked incredibly tight. But how can you have VAR in the FA Cup but it's only at some games? It's surely, for it to be an equal competition, surely it's got to be at every game or not at any game, because it's absolutely berserk. Like, the goal was disallowed. They've come up with a way to disallow it, fair enough. But if that game was at Millmoor, Everton would have won the game. So it was absolutely ridiculous. It's just ridiculous anyway. Just forget about Everton, just the whole concept of it being at Premier League grounds and nowhere else. It's just nonsense. And again, it's the FA Cup doing their best to devalue their own competition and make it ridiculous, because it is ridiculous. So, but that's just a sideward rant. We went into extra time. The disappointing thing for me was that we didn't get to see Ellis Sims. I was hoping he would be one of the 5 subs come on, but Niels and Kunku come on, which was fine. He got into the game and looked all right. But Everton did get the goal 3 minutes into extra time. We got the winner. James Rodriguez found himself good little bit of space, turned away from the defender and played an absolutely superb ball to Doucoure, and he slotted under Blackman, who's coming out. And Everton in front, and after that, really, it looked, Everton were in a bit more control in extra time. Could have had more. Bernard hit the post when he should have scored. And we had another couple of half chances. Tosun should have done better. Should have played in Kunku in to make it 3-1. He had the shot himself and put it wide. And then again in the second period of extra time, we had chances to kill the game off and didn't take them. Wrong choices. Cenk Tosun, instead of playing the right pass, trying to turn and be selfish himself. And at the other end, we had a couple of moments where we had to be on our guard. Yerry Mina with a fantastic block from Vassell, was enough to give us the victory. And I thought, like I said, all the credits with Rotherham. Everton, it was really poor performance from the Blues today. We can't get away from it. I know the team has changed, but those players playing in the Premier League and they give performances like that. Too many of them have given it too many times for me, but we've won the game and that's ultimately all that matters. We're in the next round and hopefully we get a home draw on Monday. Surely a home would be nice, something like that. But it's the 4th and 5th round, so 2 home draws would be obviously lovely. Who would be my man of the match? I would give it to Yerry Mina. I thought when he come on, he settled us down. I thought up until then, Smith, the kid up front, had caused us some problems in the air, and I think Mina came on and calmed us down a little bit, settled us right down. Doucoure as well is another one, obviously scoring the winning goal, so probably between them two for man of the match. I'm going to give it to Mina just because I thought he did calm us down a little bit at the back and had some important blocks, but I could understand why people would go for Doucoure because ultimately he got the winner, didn't he? But listen, splitting hairs, aren't we? We've won a game, and like I said, that's all that matters. Right, that's it for me. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want more videos, join us over on Patreon. See you later.